Good day, everyone. Good day, Ma'am Jenna. Good day, classmates. For today, we are going to tackle about Module 21, Students' Diversity in Motivation. For our desired learning outcomes, reflect on your own experience as you read through situation given in this module. Present the social cultural influence on the cognitive and motivational process of learning by means of a graphic organizer. And last, state and explain two principles on the social and cultural influence on the motivation. So, bago tayo mag-continue, i-discuss muna natin itong ibig sabihin ng diversity at motivations na maririnig nyo buong reporting. Diversity. Quality or state of having different forms, types, ideas, etc. The state of having people who are different races or who have different cultures in a group or organization. So, ibig sabihin, halimbawa, for example, dito sa school natin, di ba, galing tayo sa iba't ibang lugar, may iba't iba tayong pananalita, may iba't iba tayong mga kultura, iba't iba yung mga edad natin. So, yun, ang ibig sabihin nun, tayo ay diverse tayo dito sa loob ng school. Iba't iba yung ating mga pinagmulan. Motivation, the act of process of giving someone a reason for doing something. So parang ano yung motivation mo pagka lagi mong naririnig, 'di ba? Para kanino ka bumabangon, para kanino ka nagtatrabaho, 'di ba? Yun yung motivation natin para magpatuloy sila yung mga inspiration natin para magpatuloy. Introduction to student diversity and motivation. Students differ in race, ethnicity, gender, cultural, and socioeconomic backgrounds, and special education needs. These diverse factors shape how students approach learning and motivation. So, um, tayo daw ay iba't iba yung mga pinagmulan natin at ito yung humuhubog sa atin kung paano tayo natututo at kung paano yung motivation natin. Motivation is not static. It evolves with age, development, and social context, making it essential for educators to understand each student's unique background. So, napaka-importante daw para sa ating mga future educator na intindihin yung motivation at saka kung ano yung mga background ng mga estudyante natin. Kasi yung motivation daw it's not static. Ibig sabihin hindi siya permanente. Ngayon, ito yung motivation natin, bukas iba na naman. So kailangan napaka-importante 'yon para makatulong din tayo ng maayos sa ating mga estudyante. Young children and approval. Young children are primarily motivated by seeking their teachers' approval and wanting to be seen as good students in the classroom. So, yung mga bata daw tayo, ang motivations natin ay kapag nasasabihan tayo ng mga very good ni teacher, ganyan, pagka binibigyan tayo ng mga star, ganyan, pag nasasabihan tayo ng very good sa classroom. So, di ba, kung napapansin ninyo yung mga pamangkin ninyo or yung mga anak niyo, di ba, pagka nasasabihan sila ng, very good, or papakita sa atin, may star kami, may star ako, ganyan, bukas papasok ulit ako para magkaroon ako ng star. So, yun yung nagiging motivation nila. While older students and peers, as students grow older, peer social relationship becomes more central to their motivation than pleasing teachers or authority figures, diba? So, yung mga kabataan, yung mga older students na mas ang inaanohan nila, nagiging motivations nila ay kung yung mga nakakasama nila sa school, ganyan. Effort and attribution. Elementary students primarily attribute their success to effort and hard work, making effort-based feedback especially powerful at this stage. So, yung elementary ang nagiging primary attribution sa kanilang mga success, yung nagiging hard work sila, competitive, ganyan. Cultural influence. Cultural background shape motivation differently. For example, Asian American students tend to emphasize effort over innate ability, reflecting cultural values are persistence. diba? So, Asian American daw yung student, yung ang nagiging motivation nila, emphasize nila yung effectiveness kaysa doon sa kanilang ability. Gender difference. Females are more likely higher need more affiliation than males. So, tayo raw mga babae, tayo raw, ang ano natin ay mas kailangan natin ng affiliation. 'Di ba? Kasi syempre tayong mga babae, mas marami tayong mga kailangan pang ipakita kung ano yung worth natin, especially na yung sa society natin, 'di ba? Males are more underachievers. So, based dun sa nung high school, ganyan, kung babalikan natin, mas marami akong mga classmate na lalaki na mga nagda-drop, ganun. So, kung hindi sila napapatrobol dahil sa mga peers na kasama nila, ganyan. So, ayun. Socioeconomic background. Students from low-income families are among those likely to be at risk of failing and dropping out of school. So, totoo naman talaga yun, di ba? Pag galing ka sa mahirap na family, ang tendency mo talaga ay suminto sa pag-aaral. Kasi syempre, kung yung sahod ng parents mo is not enough for the needs of your family, tapos ilan pa kayo nag-aaral, so parang ano mo na lang, suminto ka na ng pag-aaral para makatulong sa family mo, di ba? Students with special needs. Some students who are gifted may have high intrinsic motivation to learn. So, ito yung mga gifted. So, kailangan alam din natin kasi ang tendency niyan kapag nabubore sila. Students with specific learning difficulties may show signs of learned helplessness. Ito naman yung mga medyo slow learner naman sila. Parang kahit pag paulit-ulit na yung mga effort nila, kahit anong effort nila, nawawalan sila ng ganang mag-aral kapag feeling nila hindi naman sila, wala namang tulong sa, wala namang nakakaintindi sila or wala namang tumutulong sa kanila. At saka yung mga students na may kahirapan na mag-getting along with their peers. So, ayun, kailangan alam natin kung ano yung mga etong motivations ng mga estudyante natin. Two key principles guide motivation in diverse classroom. Students are most likely to model the behaviors of similar others who succeeded in tasks. Peer identity and representations matter. Ibig sabihin daw nito, the students' motivation are more likely to copy yung kung ano yung mas relevant sa kanilang sitwasyon, di ba? Including yung teachers, ganyan. Doon nakikita nila, ay, si ma'am magaling. Gusto ko rin paglaki ko maging katulad ako ni ma'am. Ganun. O kaya, ay, yung ate ko magaling. Gusto ko rin pagkaano ko, pares kami ni ate ko. Ganyan. So, kung ano yung sa tingin nila yung may relevant sa buhay nila, dun yun yung nagiging role model nila. Motivation can be strengthened by celebrating students' cultural, racial, or socioeconomic identities, reinforcing a sense of belonging and pride. Ibig sabihin, i-celebrate. Instead na i-ignore natin yung pagkakaiba-iba ng mga estudyante, i-celebrate natin sila, di ba? Iparamdam natin sila na belong sila, na kasama sila sa classroom, di ba? Students' motivations vary to differences in age, gender, developmental state, socioeconomic status, and cultural background. So we have to know their differences so we can help them to reach their full capacity. So iba-iba yung mga estudyante natin, kaya dapat kilalanin din natin sila para matulungan natin sila. Different folks, different strokes. Teachers need to use different teaching methods to reach different students. So, hindi na pwede yung bakit si ganito kaya naman, bakit si ganyan hindi. So, dapat alamin din natin yung mga kahinaan at kalakasan, yung background nila. Kasi yung mga estudyante natin, iba't iba yung kanilang unique sila. So, dapat alam natin yun para matulungan natin sila. And thank you at I hope you learned something from me.